Hi, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Real English from Real Life podcast.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're exploring something that, well, it seems pretty simple on the surface, doesn't it?
It does.
But actually, it's fundamental. We're talking about how to talk to your neighbors, especially if you're doing it in English. Maybe you're new somewhere, or maybe you just feel a bit hesitant.
Yeah, it definitely takes a bit of courage sometimes, to make that first move. It's super common to feel a little intimidated, maybe unsure what to even say.
Oh, absolutely. But as we looked into this, the why bother pushing past that awkwardness, it just became so clear.
It really did. The impact of just simple neighborly connection is, well, it's huge.
Exactly. Like making a positive first impression. It's not just about being nice then. It actually sets the stage.
Yeah.
Helps prevent little misunderstandings later on. A quick hello now can save you a headache down the road.
That's a great point. And it's way deeper than just avoiding problems. It's about building that real sense of belonging, feeling secure where you live. One expert called it crucial for emotional health, feeling less isolated. It turns a bunch of houses into an actual community.
And that community aspect, it provides a practical safety net too, doesn't it? Not just for, like, borrowing some sugar.
Right. Not just the small stuff. It's about having a network for real emergencies, maybe helping each other out after a storm, or just keeping an eye on things when someone's away.
Yeah, or getting a recommendation for a good plumber or something.
Exactly. It boosts resilience for everyone.
So saying hello isn't just being polite. It's kind of an investment in your own well-being and security. It makes your house feel more like a home.
And, something that kept coming up was how these small initial chats can genuinely grow into real friendships. It often starts really small, maybe just a brief word.
It might feel a little forced at first, maybe.
Sure, it can. But that small effort, it can have such a big return.
Okay, so let's dive in then. If you've ever felt nervous about starting that chat with a neighbor in English, wondering what to say, how to begin seriously, you are not alone.
Not at all. We're here to help.
We're going to unpack some simple, really approachable ways to get those conversations started based on what works.
Yeah, and we've pulled out some key phrases that are super useful for these common kinds of interactions. Let's go through them. We'll say them nice and clearly so you can really hear them.
Okay, first one. You've just moved in, you see a neighbor. A really direct way to introduce yourself is, "Hi, I'm new to the neighborhood." Let's hear that again clearly. "Hi, I'm new to the neighborhood."
Or maybe they live right next door. You could say, "Hello, I just moved in next door." One more time, nice and clear. "Hello, I just moved in next door."
And this one's just standard, polite English when you meet anyone. "It's nice to meet you." Again, it's nice to meet you.
Now, showing interest is key, right? Simple questions work great. Where are you from? Let's hear that clearly. Where are you from?
Or maybe just confirming they actually live there. "Do you live around here?"
Oh,
wait.
You live around here. Okay. Say you've had a little chat, it went well, and you want to suggest maybe connecting again, but no pressure. You could say, "We should get together sometime." Nice and clear. We should get together sometime.
And if you're feeling ready to make a more specific but still casual plan, maybe offer this. "Would you like to come over for coffee?" Let's try that. "Would you like to come over for coffee?"
And lastly, if a neighbor pops over to your place for a moment, a polite closing is, "Thanks for stopping by." One more time. "Thanks for stopping by."
Okay, those phrases cover some really common situations, and the key thing is finding those easy moments, right, when people aren't rushing.
Exactly. Like seeing someone getting their mail, or maybe they're out walking the dog, or just gardening in their front yard. Those low-effort opportunities.
Let's act out a couple of those scenarios, just short, simple examples. First, imagine you've just moved in, you see your neighbor.
Okay. You be the new person, Mark. I'll be the neighbor, Emma.
Got it. Hi, I just moved in next door.
Oh, welcome to the neighborhood.
I'm Emma. Nice to meet you, Emma. I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you too, Mark. Hey, if you need anything at all while you're settling in, seriously, feel free to knock.
Okay, end scene. That feels pretty natural, right? Simple, low pressure.
Totally. And doing it right away, like
Yeah.
that, just introducing yourself, simply, it works. It removes that who's the new person mystery.
Yeah, it makes you seem approachable, better than waiting for some perfect moment that might never actually happen.
Exactly. Take the opportunity when it's there.
Okay, scenario 2. This is super common, just crossing paths outside, maybe near the mailboxes.
Right. I can start this one.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hey. Pretty good, thanks. How about you?
Not bad, not bad. The weather's been absolutely lovely this week, hasn't it?
It really has. Yeah. Perfect for a walk around the block.
For sure. Well, see you around.
You too. See? That's it. Short, sweet.
And using something simple and shared, like the weather, it's such an easy way to connect. Low stakes.
It requires almost no effort, but it just acknowledges the person. Opens the door a tiny crack for maybe talking more next time.
And the weather's like the classic small talk topic for a reason. Everyone experiences it. Easy common ground. Perfect icebreaker.
Definitely. Okay, so we've heard the phrases, seen them in action. Let's dig a bit deeper into why these specific phrases work so well.
Right. Let's break them down. Take, hi, I'm new to the neighborhood, or hello, I just moved in next door. Why is that effective?
Well, it gives context immediately. It tells the neighbor who you are and why you might be talking to them if they haven't seen you around. It's clear, direct.
And it signals you want to be part of things,
Yeah.
right? Makes you seem friendly,
Yeah.
approachable. That's crucial in those first few seconds.
Exactly. And then following up with, it's nice to meet you. That's just basic politeness, isn't it?
Yeah, it confirms the positive vibe of the meeting. Everyone understands it, expects it. Simple, but essential.
Okay, what about the questions? Like, where are you from, or do you live around here?
These are great because they show genuine interest. People generally like being asked about themselves, within reason.
And it helps you find common ground, too, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe you discover you grew up in the same area, or you find out how long they've lived there compared to you. Another good question for that is, how long have you lived here? It opens up that conversation about their connection to the place.
Makes sense. Okay, moving on to suggesting meeting up again. We should get together sometime. Why that specific phrasing?
It's friendly, but it's low commitment. It says, I enjoyed this, let's do it again, but without the pressure of setting a date right then and there.
So it keeps the door open.
Right. Another way to say something similar is, let's connect again soon. Same idea, positive, but casual.
Got it. And then the more specific invitation, would you like to come over for coffee?
This one's a definite step towards building more of a relationship. Inviting someone into your space is more personal than just chatting on the sidewalk,
Yeah, it feels more intentional.
but still casual, right? Coffee is relaxed. It's about spending a bit more time together. And actually, an even more casual way, if the vibe feels right, could be, want to hang out sometime.
Oh yeah, that's super casual. Good alternative.
And finally, thanks for stopping by.
Simple courtesy, right? If someone comes to your door or your yard.
Exactly. Just acknowledging their visit politely.
Mm.
And sort of related, if you have a quick chat, like at the mailbox, a nice way to wrap it up is simply, it was nice chatting. Polite signals the conversation is ending.
Good one. And one practical tip that came up was about pronunciation.
Ah, yes. Important.
You don't need perfect English, not at all. But trying to say those key words clearly really helps your neighbor understand you, and it helps you understand them. It just reduces confusion from the get-go.
Definitely. Clarity goes a long way.
So when we boil it all down, what's the main takeaway here?
I think it's that these simple interactions, these basic phrases used in everyday moments, they really are the building blocks of connection.
And that connection is so valuable, as we talked about at the start. It helps prevent problems, creates that sense of belonging, gives you a support network.
Reduces isolation, makes your house feel like home.
And yeah, it can genuinely lead to great friendships.
It really can. And look, we get it. It can feel challenging, especially if English isn't your first language. Feeling awkward or nervous is totally normal.
But the overwhelming message is, it's worth it. Push through that little bit of discomfort, that first step, that first simple phrase, even if it feels clumsy.
That's the key. Remember those examples? The person who just started saying hello on evening walks or sharing some baking led to regular get-togethers. Small effort, big potential.
So just look for those moments. Maybe weekend mornings, people are often around, less rushed. Perfect for a quick informal chat if you see someone.
Exactly.
We've talked about the why, the how, the specific phrases. The most important thing now is just to give it a try.
Yep. The next time you see a neighbor, maybe try using just one of these phrases we talked about.
And it's okay if it feels a bit awkward. Seriously, it takes practice. Every little chat is a step.
Absolutely.
And hey, to help you practice these phrases and remember the dialogues, we've put together a free PDF guide.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can find the link for it right in the description for this deep dive. Keep it handy. Practice saying the phrases out loud. It really helps.
Great idea. Remember, real English is about real connection.
See you in the next deep dive.
Want to practice these phrases? Download your free PDF guide.
Link in the description and pinned comment.
Like and subscribe for more English tips.